Outer Wilds jump scare, chat. It has been like what? When did Echoes of the Eye come out? Oh god, this is gonna age me so much. When did Echoes of the Eye release? I don't know. Oh my god, it's in 2021. This DLC came out 4 years ago! Oh! I don't like that. Wow, they made Outer Wilds DLC in 2 years? That's nuts, considering how big that DLC is. But yeah, I played the whole DLC on my channel, chat. That you can see that on YouTube. If you want to check it out, it's very good. But we're not going to be here talking about Outer Wilds, we're going to be here talking about Steins Gate. Because I finished it. I got recommended it by Maelstrom, and it's a very good TV show that I'm going to talk in depth about as we get this Easter egg. So, let me, try and talk about the show while I do this. I've already found it, already know where it is, already know how to get it. I need to put a couple of... Oh, wait, what? Okay, well, before we do this, we need to go upstairs. Okay, well, this gives me more time. I even went through the process, chat, of getting the launch codes and dying, but apparently the game didn't save. So, good. Didn't go get launch codes. This is also on my new PC, so I don't have my save file for my old PC, so, it's fine. We'll just go up here and talk about Steins Gate. So yeah, I was recommended to watch it by Maelstrom, who's been recommended a lot of my anime, to be honest, like how he does it for Rob. And I wasn't actually planning on watching an anime. I was planning on watching a certain live action, considering I just finished Dungeon Meshi. So I was kind of like, okay, I'll give this a watch because it's short. It's only 24 episodes. And yeah, it's very good. It's excellent. Simple review is it's one of the best anime I've ever seen in my life. Just in terms of how tightly written it is. Like with Re:Zero, the thing about Re:Zero is while I love it, and some of its episodes are fantastic, it is a show that's been designed to go on for as long as the author wants it to, which means not everything is as tightly written as a story that has an actual conclusion. I don't think Re:Zero is even done yet. I think there's still arcs coming out for it. But no, yeah, with Steins Gate, it's finished. It's got that and also Steins Gate 0, which is apparently a different timeline to the main game. It's not a season 2 in the way where it continues the story. It tells a different story, is what I've been told. So, I watched it with that expectation, and also the expectation that apparently the show is quite slow-paced, which, for me, is not an issue. Like, I've seen a lot of shows that are slow-paced and kind of get to their places a little bit later down the line. But, no, I think the show does enough to engage you. Like, it has some really endearing characters. The comedy is excellent. It's really well written. I don't think there's a single character in the show I don't like. There's a couple of characters who I think are a little bit sidelined after certain points in the show, but that's more so a plot necessity rather than it being the show's fault. And again, another small issue I have, which isn't a massive one, again, it's not even an issue really, is the show, you can definitely feel the fact that it's a video game, because there's a lot of parts in it where the characters are just looking at texts, or like suddenly the mechanism of the game means you need to go and deal with this character's whole problem, and then they kind of do that in order. So it kind of plays out like how a video game would, where you have to go and like solve an objective and then continue on. But as an anime, it's still very good at telling the story in a way where it doesn't feel video gamey all the time, but you can definitely feel the fact this is a graphic novel type game. But I don't know where to start really with it. Like, the time travel has a lot in common with Outer Wilds, which is one of the reasons why there's an Easter egg probably in this game for it. You can tell the devs at Mobius Digital are probably fans of it, considering the idea of time travel in that show is very similar to the idea of time travel in this show, in this game. So to kind of give you an idea, spoilers for Outer Wilds, by the way. I'm gonna go into some deep Outer Wilds. This is like double stepping stones in terms of spoilers. In Outer Wilds, the Nomai, this group of people, came to the solar system with the plans of reaching the eye of the universe. But to do that, they needed to get data. Vast amounts of data to cover the entire universe, which was literally impossible considering the span of the universe and how long they'd live for. So, what they designed was a time machine that would send them back 22 minutes into the past and would constantly loop until they find the eye of the universe. To achieve this, they used black hole technology. Black hole technology which would, in theory, allow them to go back in time. But this didn't work out because it needed a vast amount of power to go far back in time. All they could manage was a couple of seconds. But then they found out that the sun, if the sun goes supernova, that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy that could be put into time travel, chat. So they planned out the sun to explode, basically. And this led to, well, they tried to blow up the sun, but they were unsuccessful. And what they ended up having, and then they died, so this entire race died. Cut to us in the future. All the suns in the universe are exploding. It is the end of the universe. And our sun is going to go supernova in 22 minutes from now. In this game, it's going to explode. The mechanism that the Nomai put into place is still there. So when the sun explodes, our memories are transported back 22 minutes. Because that's how much power it has. You kind of learn about that here on Statue Island. So the thing we're looking for is... I need to find it first. I haven't actually explained how to do this Easter egg, to be fair, but I'll explain in a minute. But yeah, that's kind of the gist. In Steins Gate, they create a technology called time leaping, where basically the main cast can send their memories back 2 days into the past and change certain events that would occur in the future. But then we find out that time leaping, you can't do that. You can't change the future with time leaping. It just leads to fixed events occurring. Right. What button is this? Triangle. Right. So this, you see this thing over here, chat? See this? That's the Easter egg. We need to get to that. Might be wondering, how do we do that, Flower? You can't jump over there. It's 2 times gravity here. We need to wait until this island gets blown into the air by a tornado, and then we'll be in space, and then I can fly over there and glide. It's going to take a little bit for that to occur, so I've devised a cheat mechanism, basically, which is called cheating. My favorite kind of mechanism. So I'm going to get it up in the background. Yeah, apologies for the game disappearing. I couldn't fix this in time. But get that up. Load that up in the background. So now, if I press F1, I will get unlimited health. And if I press F4, I will have unlimited jet fuel. There we go, chat. Wonderful. It is VMod, yes. It's the same thing I use for Neo. But yeah, we're going to go grab this. So while we're waiting, I could speed up time, but I'm just going to kind of sit here and enjoy this a little bit. In Steins Gate, the way they handle time travel is really cool. There are basically, I think, 3 modes of time travel. There's the time machine, which is how regular time travel works. It goes back in time and changes events. There's D-mails, which are these little messages that they send back in time on mobile phones, and they end up changing very small events. Well, not small events, some massive, in fact. And then you've got time leaping, where you're just sending memories back and trying to change time. I really like the show because, yeah, again, the exploration of time travel in it is so fascinating. It's the same thing Outer Wilds does really well. These two work very well together. Again, you can see the devs of this are probably big Steins Gate fans because it's a very similar mechanism to the 22-minute loop. Because it isn't a loop, it isn't a time loop. It's your memories being sent back. So it's just a constant barrage of memories to the main character until they're able to stop whatever's occurring. And I love the finality of it too. Like, we find out at the end of this game that we can't stop the sun exploding because the sun has reached its natural course. So our main mechanism for looping and trying to allow for change is also the same thing that is not allowing change. And I think that's good. I think that's really cool. So it's also kind of a thing in Steins Gate. Steins Gate kind of tackles this idea of fixed points in time. Characters dying, they have to die at certain points. Even as much as you change it, it still occurs. So one of the things in the show that they tackle is a character called Mayuri, who's like Okabe's assistant and his best friend. She dies at the same time in every single time he goes back in time. No matter what he does, she dies at that exact point. Oh, is a tornado coming over here? Oh my god, that's terrifying. Chat! I forgot how terrifying this game can be sometimes. Yeah, here we go. Whee! Right, grab it. Go. Pick it up. Got it. Chat, look! It's the Geiger thing. Reading Steiner, I think it's called. It's the Reading Steiner device. So, in the anime, this device is given to Okabe, but this device is given to Okabe by Amane, and it basically speaks on divergence. So you can change time, you can change the past, but it needs to reach a certain level of divergence. It needs to be a big enough change to allow for that to occur. So the second half of the anime ends up being the main character undoing all their time travel shenanigans. So undoing all the emails they sent out so that they can get back to this time where Mayuri did not die. And yeah, I really like that aspect of the show. Like, again, that part felt very video gamey, but it was still kind of cool. Okay, I need to actually not die here. Ow! Fuck! Fuck! No! Fucking 2% 2 times gravity, man. Okay, I'm gonna put my talk on hiatus until we can actually look at the cool Easter egg stuff, because there's actually 2 things we need to do here, chat. So the first thing is taking this into this device over here so we can read it, and then the second thing is taking it to the Ash Twin and putting it in there. Score does not fit? What do you mean score doesn't fit? Where do I put it? In here? Okay, okay, hold on a second. I did a bit of research for this, but I was just told to put it in a device. Echoes of the Eye. No, not Echoes of the Eye. Outer Wilds Steingate Easter egg. This is gonna go well. Also, games, I will read a message in a second. I'm just trying to sort this out. We paused the games, and nothing's gonna happen while the game's paused. So, yeah, I was trying to find a video that didn't have someone talking in it. So you grab the thing. Wait. It is up there. I gotta do it. What do you mean it's up there? I gotta do it. Oh, well, no, fuck that. We'll go in the ship and we'll go somewhere else so we can read it. We don't have to do it here. Oh. We don't have to read it here. It just needs to be somewhere with a tablet. I think I can go to the moon and do it there. I know Outer Wilds. I know how Outer Wilds works. Damn it. I didn't play this game for like 20 hours. I don't know this. Don't crash. Don't crash. Just get out of here. And then we're going to go to the Atoll Rock. Don't crash into the thing outside, please. Okay, good, we're good. Atoll Rock, Atoll Rock, Atoll Rock. Where the fuck is the entire solar system? There it is, right. Oh, there's a quantum moon over there. Right, we do need to go to the Ash Twin, but I don't know where there is a thing on there. We can do this in 2 loops if we need to. I do need to see... Where's Timberhearth? Chat, can you guys see Timberhearth? That's White Station. Chat, where the fuck is Timberhearth? Oh, there it is, right. Don't crash into the moon. Not the moon? The sun. I know how to play Outer Wilds. I've played Outer Wilds, chat. I know how to play this game. I don't want to accidentally run into the eye of the Echo of the Eye, because that'll be bad. You can do that, by the way. I know people who accidentally hit the DLC area, like, completely accidentally. Like, they just hit the actual station where it is. Oh, we're not going there. We're going to go to Outer Rock. No. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Ooh! We're fine. Right, we need to land on top of it, because there's a Nomai ruin. Oh, no. Oh. There's a Nomai ruin somewhere in here where we can put this thing down. Right, there's a destroyed... There it is, right there. No, that's not the ruin I'm looking for, though. Because you can't... No, it is, because that's like... It goes underground, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, there it is. Right, found it. This goes underground. I've got my suit on, right? Let's do this. Please tell me I can put this in here. Okay, here we go. Take the scroll out. Right, let's have a look at the cool Easter egg. I haven't read this yet. Right. Yeah! Divergence meter activated. Now calculating world line divergence. Oh, this is fucking awesome. Current divergence value x.712830m. To all those who have streamed and clipped their playthroughs, I offer my humblest thanks. Thank you for discovering the anomalies within this world line. That's cute. Subsequent world lines have been improved thanks to you. This may be our last venture into this world, so I leave you with this. Enjoy the journey, friend. Psy Congroo. That's amazing. Right, that's not it though. There's more to this. The last thing that is for this Easter egg is... Also, that's a fun way of, like, saying thanks to everyone who played as well. Right. Okay, yeah. So we need to go to the Ash Twin now and do that. I don't know if we have time, because this is something you have to do quite early into the loop. Is it? I don't think it is, actually. Just to give you guys some context, we need to get onto the Ash Twin in a certain amount of time before there's too much sand, which will stop us being able to get into the core. But if all goes... Oh, this is awkward, isn't it? I've got to zoom around the sun. Also, you can see a supernova going off over there. That's very foreboding. This is a game like no other, chat. If you haven't played Outer Wilds, it's one of the finest video game experiences you can ever have. So much discovery occurs in it. You just learn so much by playing it. Like, there's so much stuff you're immediately given privy to that you don't know about until far later, and you realize it completely surrounds you, basically. One of the best sorts of games like this that exist. Can I, like, maybe go towards the thing without going into the fucking sun, man? It's not gonna go supernova yet. We've still got some time. But I think this loop is shorter than the other ones. If it's the case, we can just do the thing again. It's fine. I don't mind. But I would like to get into the Ash Twin. There we go. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. God. Maybe, like, we're going too quick. Oh my god. Seriously, game? Get onto the Ash Twin Impossible Challenge. Why is this so difficult? I've lost my edge. I've lost my touch with this game, I think. I will talk more about Steins Gate, but once we get into the Ash Twin, where we can then just literally just talk for ages in there. So as you can see, the place is currently filling up with sand. We need to get to this one, which is right here. Okay, we already got it, chat. We've already fucking got it. Right. So I need to remember which island it needs to be on, but I think it's the left one. Anyone who's played this game can confirm. Oh, we need to get in there quickly. We need to go quickly. We need to fucking go quickly, because the sand thing is actually coming. Right, I think it's in here. I forget how to do this. Let me just confirm how to do this. How to get into the Ash Twin project. The correct is the broken one with the bridge connecting it to the other tower. Align enter in with twist up until and complete enter before being pulled by the sand. Which one is it? Okay, I need to watch a video. This is still a hard thing to pull off, and it is meant to be hard as well, because you shouldn't be able to just randomly stumble upon this. Right. I don't want to fuck this up because we've got to get the thing again as well. Which one did they go into? Wait, this isn't the right one. Wait, what do you mean this isn't the right one? This is the one with the broken tower, right? Oh, wait, there's one with the broken tower. Which one is it? Fuck! I don't think about the right one! Fuck! I don't think about the right one! I don't think about the right one! I'm at the wrong tower! Go! Go before the sun thing cooks us up! Ah! Jesus Christ! Right, yeah, there's the final part. So we need to go. We've got plenty of time, because it's not even filled up yet. So it goes around here. I think that is the right one, actually, chat. No, 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 no. Here it fucking is. No, okay, this is the right one. It's the only one it could be. Right, we've got to wait until that comes back around, and then... I think the video I'm looking at is outdated. It's the one without the tower on it, so there's no head. It's not this one, it's this one. Okay, that's probably why the cactus is there to stop you from randomly just doing it. So we gotta wait until that comes round to pick us up. So when it starts appearing over us, I've gotta walk like this onto it. Hopefully we've got enough time to do it. Where's it gonna appear? It's gonna appear this way, right? Yeah, where the ship is. If I fuck this up, the ship is gonna get taken away. Just so everyone knows that, the ship is gonna go. That was terrifying. If I had been grabbed by that cat, there was a chance the ship was going to explode. Hopefully we've done it. Because I think the sand is being taken away from the Ash Twin. We'll know if it starts supernovaing. If we start hearing the music, we'll know if we're done. There it is, there it is, there it is. The idea of this planet is so interesting. Uh-oh. Are you still sucking? You are still sucking, good. God, that's a very red planet. Okay, right, so when it comes over here, I need to move and then... Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Fuck. I did it too late! Fuck! 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 Well... I think that's too much of a pull. I think we did it too late anyway. Ow. Oh. Oh. Fuck! Well, okay. So I think I'm just going to show you what occurs in the video. But you kind of get the point. We go into the Ash Twin, we put the Geiger thing down, and then we'll get sucked into the black hole, and then something will occur on the other side. So while we're waiting for the sun to blow up, we can talk a little bit about... Oh, yeah, okay, we're filling up with sand. We can talk a little bit about one of my favorite aspects of the show, which is the ending. So we find out at the end that Mayuri... You can save her, but it will also mean the death of another character, McKissy, Christian. Christian? What did Christina, as Akabe called her, who was a character that he really started to build a relationship with across that period where he was dealing with the emails. So it ends up having to be sacrificing her to save Mayuri, and I like that. How it resolves, because yeah, if you kind of think about it, chat, like everything that occurred in that show, everything bad that occurred was because of him. Even if he didn't intend it, all the time travel shenanigans led to Mayuri's death. So it feels more like fixing a mistake, which led to obviously someone else who was originally intended to die in the original timeline. And most shows would end there. I think most great shows would probably end with just that ending and Akabe being sad and miserable over it, but Steins Gate does not do this. Steins Gate gives us the promise of an actual happy ending, because we end up doing some time travel back to the future shit, where we go back in time to see and find out that no, he in fact did not die in this original timeline. He was made to look like he died. So the blood he had in her was fake. Or it wasn't, it was Akabe's blood, but I won't go into that because it's very complicated. And we end up being able to save her. Albeit she has no memories of these other world lines and her falling in love with Akabe, but we get this great OVA afterwards where they go to America and she doesn't remember, at least partially she doesn't, but they still end up hooking up anyway. And like, I could talk about this show for hours. I think to do it justice in a review format, I think it would be like an hour and a half, because there's so much packed into it. Every single line of dialogue has a double meaning to it. Oh yeah, here comes the music. Whether it be Christina's Close Your Eyes and then they kissed, that occurred in the original timeline, and then this OVA as well. A bunch of the mad scientist lines as well. There's just so much in there that is intentional, and honestly I think I prefer it as an anime to a graphic novel. I feel like with a graphic novel there'll be a little bit of burnout maybe, I don't know. Could be like of Outer Wilds where you naturally discover the story rather than it just being linear in nature. And apparently in the visual novel there's a bunch of optional endings too, endings where he doesn't go back and reset the emails. But in summary, chat, in summary, what did I think of Steins Gate? I thought it was very good. I think it's one of the best animes I've ever seen, and it's only going to get better as I think about it. Maelstrom, welcome in. You just caught me at the end of my Steins Gate review. As you can see, I'm holding a banana with a Geiger, I forget what he called, a reading Steiner, I think it was called. And we're about to blow up. But, yeah, very good anime. At some point in the future, I might do a character ranking, but honestly, I think all characters in that game might be... Uh-oh. No. I refuse! I refuse to die! Where's the driver's seat? Get away! Get away! Fuck! Ah! I'm very unhappy, chat, that my sound effects are coming out of the wrong source, because you guys didn't hear that, I don't think. Maybe you did. Output. Default. No. Cable input. Nope, you didn't hear it. Hold on. You guys didn't hear the sound effect. Let me fix that for you. There you go. There we go. So yeah, I wanted to speak about that, chat, by the way. I got a bunch of new sound effects. Let's just go through them more quickly, just so I can add them all to my cable audio, so you can all actually hear them. So starting with me... Hashtag Team Lizard. Hit that thing in the action, and then... Yeah, I'm going to show that now. Melson, I'm going to show that now. So... If we go into the Ash Twin, so, Outer Wilds, Stein Gate, Easter egg. There was a great video for it, but I can't find it anymore. There's this one with audio. So we don't need audio for this. Full screen, window capture. So yeah, if you take it, I don't think, did they even show it? They don't even show it. They don't even show the fucking Easter egg. Okay, hold on a second. Fuck's sake. I had a great video for this that went through the entire process of it, but it doesn't exist anymore. Let me go and search for it. Yesterday... There we go. This one. This was a great video, went through everything. So you grab the thing, you take it into the ashtray. Okay, well, do they even go through the thing? Do they even show the gel? Okay, no video shows it. Okay, so yeah, as Maelstrom said, if you put the thing, if you go to the Ash Twin Project and the black hole occurs, you go into it, and then when you come back to the thing, there's a gel banana outside, just like in the anime. There you go. For fuck's sake. Let's go through some sound effects, shall we, chat? So, yeah, as I mentioned before, I got a bunch of new sound effects. I didn't mention it during the pre-stream because I forgot. But let's go through them. So, hashtag Team Lizard. Very good. Wait, why am I sleeping? What the fuck am I doing? A good one for my sleep insomnia. We've got, this one.
Oh, Link! You're an idiot!
Classic. No, I'm being fucked by a fairy. We got this.
Incredible.
We got this stupid one from Metaphor.
With a single fist, I come.
Yep.
I don't like your plan. It sucks.
I've got different folders for this, chat. We got some anime ones now. Yeah, no. Did you miss the part in Metaphor where Hulkenberg says that, chat? Because that's what she said in my playthrough. I know, crazy, right? Trauma sound effect. I've got opposite of trauma.
Baka.
Wait, why did that one work? And then I've got this one. Classic.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
Lost?
And one from Tormented Souls.
You are insane.
You are insane. And then I've also got some new music options. So, in fast music, I've only got 2 of these right now. I might ask you, Maelstrom, for some more, actually, at some point in the future. But I've got this. And I got this. In drama, which is dramatic music, I've got a classic from Mario Galaxy, Bowser's theme. We've got Magmore. And then another one from Steins Gate, because I added a bunch of Steins Gate sound effects. Trauma music. Whenever I heard this play, because I have heard this before, I've definitely heard this music before Steins Gate, and when it started playing, I immediately went, oh fuck. This song only plays in, I think, like episode 20, when we find out about like the original timeline. Oh, I mean, what a great twist that was. It wasn't even a twist. Like if you remembered how the original timeline worked, like you would have remembered, oh wait, he dies there. We got some other ones too. We got sad playlist of music as well. Every time Tutu goes, I'm gonna think someone is subbing to my channel. This is the same song as Gate of Steiner, mind you. Like they have that really creepy bit at the beginning, and then you got this beautiful piano bit afterwards. What a pleasant sounding song. Yeah, that episode 22 fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably like to rank the episodes at some point, but episode 22 in particular was one of the best episodes of anime I've ever seen. Because, like, Steins Gate isn't a romance anime, but it does romance, like, better than anything I've ever seen. Yep, good. To my RPG. And then one from Chrono Cross. Which is it's gonna be for like longer sad moments, I think. Okay, we got one that I probably play a little bit too much. And then finally, because Misk. And that's it, chat. That's all the sound effects I've got. And I hope you enjoyed that little look into Outer Wilds. Unfortunately, we couldn't get into the Ash Twin because trying to get in there is a pain in the ass. I think you need to do it earlier because the suction from the sand is a lot less hard to deal with earlier on. Because it's not as big, it's smaller and it gets bigger as it goes along and it dissipates. Oh, that's what she said, Flower. Right. I'll leave you guys with the intro to Persona 5 All Those. Ciao for now, and goodbye.